back to my channel. So we're going to do my Shop My Stash for this month. And I'm excited because I actually have been really enjoying these. I've been doing my makeup a lot. If you have been watching, I have been a little bit more active on my social media accounts. Who am I? And so I've gone through a lot of my Shop My Stash and I really feel like I need to switch it up. So let's start with what I've been going through. I have the iconic Underglow Blurring Primer. I've really enjoyed this and it's actually getting down there. I really, really love this. I know I talk about it every time I use it. I'm like, I love this, but actually it is really, really nice. This is a new favorite of mine. I really enjoyed this foundation. It's the Essence Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish. This was a delight and a surprise for me this month. I didn't know that I was going to really, really enjoy it. I had tried it a couple times, but this is the first time where I'm like, hang on a minute, I like that. So this one definitely got some use out of. I have my Sculpt Power from W7. This is the Benefit dupe. And I like it. I've never tried the Hula bronzer or anything like that, but I don't think I need to. I kind of like this. So if the lighting is a little dark in this video, I do apologize. Actually, I was blocking it, but it is raining outside. It is so dark and dreary. Winter is here, unfortunately. This, honestly, should just be in a project pan. Look at the size of this pan. I have really, really been going into this hard. I might actually roll it into my project pan just for fun. This one I didn't go into, unfortunately. This is the ColourPop Night Bloom. If I did, I only went into it once. I'm wondering if I should keep it out. I think I might keep it out because I did actually want to go into this. I've just been distracted. So this one from Glamshop is their high coverage concealer, and I think it's just too coverage. I think it's too thick for me, unfortunately, and my preference. I've used it a lot, and every time I use it, the bags under my eyes look absolutely enormous. So I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to declutter it at this point. It's not my worst one that I have in my collection, unfortunately. I do have quite a lot of concealers that I don't enjoy. But yeah, I tried to make it work this month, and it was a little bit of a challenge. I have enjoyed this. This one I've been using as a contour bronzer. This is from The Same, which is a Korean beauty brand. This is actually supposed to be a blush, but I don't know. I've been using it as a contour shade. It's been really nice, really good contour shade. This one is a new one that I rolled in. This is from GlossGods. It's their Skinderella Secret Potion Priming Lotion. I really enjoyed this. Oh, why are you not focused? Oh, my camera just doesn't want to focus anymore. Anyway, this is nice. This is not like the Bobbi Brown, but it's a similar type of product. It's very moisturizing. So it's kind of a hybrid of skincare slash makeup, but I've been enjoying it. Then I have this one. This is Ofra. This is highlighter, all of the lights. And you have all these different shades. I've been enjoying this. I haven't gone into it too much, but I have enjoyed it. This is another foundation. This is from Purito, and it's the Cica Clearing BB Cream. And I really like this one as well. I went into the Glamshop blush a few times. This is the Elegancy shade, or Elegant shade. Yeah, Elegancy Rose. It's really beautiful, actually. It's actually quite pigmented too. I have enjoyed this one. I think I'm going to have to end up decluttering this at some point. I have not really enjoyed my Physicians Formula Butter Glow. I just think it dries down too fast, and then I can't blend it out. And I'm not sure I like the color. Even though, like, this is a contour wand, I don't know, I just haven't really enjoyed it. So this one's still iffy to me. Something that I have enjoyed is this Technique Illuminating, like a brightening boost. It's just a liquid highlighter. It's got vitamin C, and actually it's pretty. So I kind of like that. My NARS Rising Star palette. This is a blush palette. I have gone into this. I think I went into every single shade, maybe except for this one, because I'm already going into a very peachy orange blush for my project pan, but everything else I went into this month, and it is a fun palette to go into. I did also use one of these, or did I use two of these? I think I just used this one. I don't remember. I definitely did a liner look. Don't recall which one I did. I think it was this one. These are from GlossGods. I don't think they have them anymore, or if they do, they only have the standard, or maybe a couple of shades. I don't think they have these bright shades anymore, unfortunately. All right, this one, I think I'm gonna have to also declutter at some point. This is from Glamshop. It's their Pink Loose Powder. This just doesn't look good for me. I don't suit this, or it's just the formula or I'm doing something wrong. It just looks terrible. It looks terrible on my skin. So whether it's me or the product, I'm not so sure, but yeah, I have not enjoyed this. I went into this a couple times. This is the ColourPop Find the Book Super Shock Highlighter. This is from the Hocus Pocus 2. It's more of a green, but you can see I've kind of been focusing on it. And I think I used it on my cheeks once, and then I used it on my eyes a couple of other times. But this is a fun shade. I really enjoyed going into this. And then last but not least, my Bobbi Brown. I actually did not go into this, so I'm going to keep this out. This is the Heat Ray shade, and this is one of these expensive singles, and I want to get more use out of it. It's really beautiful, and I'm kind of into these warmer tones, so I'm going to keep it up because I just generally forgot about it. All right, here are all the lip products that I went into. So every month, I don't pick out lip products to pull from my Shop My Stash. I just pull as I go, and then I talk about it because I think that works a lot better for me because I don't know what lip product I'm going to use until I do makeup look, and I don't really plan my makeup looks all that much, and also I change my lips around all the time. So I went into the Tinted Skin lip tint from Essence. So this one I actually have really enjoyed. It is quite orange, but I did use it for a look. This is a new product. I did get a couple of new things, so shocker. I know, I can't help myself. But this is the Revolution Air Blur Soft Matte Liquid Lip. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I have the shade Siren. It is a beautiful nude, so I might wear that again today for my little get ready with me. I went into this lippy sticks from ColourPop. This is the Caramello shade. Also went into my Nomad lip gloss. This is the Fête Provence. This is the shade In Miel, which is basically in honey. All right, also went into this. This is from Clarins. This is the Jolly Rouge lipstick in the shade Papaya. So this was fun. Went to my Pixie Shea Butter lip balm. Went to my Melt Liquid Lip in the shade Sydney. This is very pink. It's a lot of fun. Love this. This is my ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip. I got it in the Haunted Mansion collection, but I really, really love this. This is in the shade Beware, and it's beautiful for the winter. It's kind of a cool tone nude. This is from Glamshop. I really liked it. It's a glossy tinted lip balm. It's very, very pretty. It's kind of pink, but it's very, very wearable. Then I went into my Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink. This is in the shade Peppy. Got some lip liners here. So I've had my BH liner in the shade Nude. This is a new one for me. Well, I got it in January. This is the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner. And this one is in the shade Because It's Iconic. And this one has been a lot of fun. Also went into this one, which I can't even read anymore, but this is Rimmel London. Went into my MCO Beauty lipstick. I love this one. This is in the shade Petal. And then I've got my smoothie stick from the Beauty Crop. This is Saucy Marcella. I went into that because it's a nice brown. And went into one of my lifter glosses. This is in the shade Stone from Maybelline. Went into my Makeup Factory lipstick. I think I went into this twice. This is the nude shade. I don't recall what the shade name is because it doesn't have it on there, which is very annoying and unfortunate. Went to my Fenty lip gloss in the shade Fussy. Went to another Glamshop lip balm slash lipstick. This is also one of their nude shades. Really enjoy that. And then lastly, another liquid lip, and this is like a mauve shade, and this is from Real Her, which I don't know if that brand even exists anymore. So a lot of pinky mauves and nudes this month. Let's get into my Shop My Stash, and hopefully everything will be in focus because I don't know what I've done with my camera. It just doesn't want to stay in focus anymore. All right, so here are my foundations and my powders. I think for this month, I'm gonna give this another go. This is from Glamshop and it's very, very light coverage. So I'm gonna have to mix this with something, but I've only used it the once and I wanna give it another go. So I'm gonna pull this. And I also want to pull, let's do the Revolution. Oh no, actually let's do this one. Let's do the Bear With Me from NYX. I don't remember what I feel about this, but let's pull this one as well. And maybe I'll mix those two together. You know what? I'm also going to pull my Misha foundation. This is a cushion and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of cushions, but I've not pulled it for Shop My Stash, I don't think. Or if I did, I didn't use it that much. So let's pull this as well. I think with powder, I'm going to grab, ooh, I don't know. Let's grab my Nabla. I use this all the time. I think I'm gonna hit pan it again, but I really, really enjoy this close-up. And I've already like gone through one of these. I had to declutter my last one because it went bad, but this one smells fine. And the last one I went into, I hit pan and everything, and I would have finished it had it not gone off. And I just generally really love this powder, so I'm gonna pull this. I'm also gonna pull this powder from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Setting powder. This is very glowy, but I'm gonna pull this and see if I can make this work for my under eye. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. All right, moving on to primers. I do generally have a primer issue, so don't judge me. Okay, so I do have quite a lot of primers now that are very similar to each other. This is a new primer that I just got from Revolution. These two are very moisturizing, and same for this one from Primark, and they're all kind of trying to do the Bobbi Brown one where it's like more of a moisturizing primer base. They're all very nice, but they're all kind of different from each other. I have gone into this once and I thought it was fine. I think because my skin is still somewhat dry, I'm going to pull this and get some more use just because, you know, it's a new item and I want to get some more use out of it. So it was nice. I only tried it once though, so let's give it a good go. I think I also want to pull this. This is from Glamshop. It's their Liqueur. And it's not similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, but I think it's trying to be. It's not offensive at all. It's actually pretty nice. So I'm going to pull this and play around with it a little bit more. I think I'm also going to pull this. This is the Technique Vitamin C Brightening Primer. I might have just pulled this the last time, but I don't recall, and I kind of want to use it. So I'm going to pull this as well. So I think I want to pull this from Essence of the Blush Crush. I really, really enjoy the shade, and because I'm already trying to pan a more of a peachy orange blush, I only want to pull quite pinky ones at the moment, and this one is obviously a very pinky, so I'm going to pull this one. Sorry, I'm not even showing you what I have. So I pulled that from my blush. I think I'm also going to pull this Essence Blush Lighter because I potentially might not keep this in my collection, so I want to pull this as well. And then I have like bronzers and liquid over here. I'm going to pull this. So this is, I think, supposed to be this one, as opposed to the other one that I pulled from Glamshop. This one I think is definitely supposed to try to dupe the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless. It's from Essence. And I really hated it. I tried it, it was super, super thick. I absolutely hated it. I want to pull it again and use it more like a highlighter because I think it might work better as a highlighter and then I won't judge it so much. So I'm going to pull this. I'm also going to pull this. This is a liquid blush from GlossGods in the shade Lover. And I think this is a really pretty pinky shade. So I'm going to pull this one as well. I think I might also pull this from Beauty Bay. I was not a fan of the highlighter, but I really did like everything else, and I barely have touched this, so I want to get some more use out of this. And then I'm going to pull these two concealers. They are my oldest concealers at this point, and they're running really low. So I think if I can get more use out of them and maybe even finish them without them being in an official project pan, that would be a lot of fun. Wet n Wild, I think I have to take the stopper out. And then this Candid, I think is just full of air. There's hardly anything left in here. So I'm going to pull both of these in the hope that I can finish both of them. Woohoo! I'm going to pull this from GlossGods. So this is the Cloud Bronzer. It is so silly. It's such a tiny little bronzer. It is a baked formula and I'm not sure if I'm all that keen on it. So I'm going to pull it, have a play around with it. It looks pretty deep, but actually when I put it on the skin, it wasn't that deep. It was actually quite fine. So yeah, I'm going to pull this. I am, however, going to pull this Catrice More Than Glow highlighter. This is really pretty. And it's a beautiful inner corner if I don't use it on the face. So I'm going to pull this. I also want to pull my Revlon Photo Ready Galaxy Dream. This is a holographic highlighter palette. It was very inexpensive and they're not like the most amazing holographic shades, I have to be honest, but they're a little bit of fun and it's not that bad. It's again, it's not offensive. It's okay. It's not like Pat McGrath quality, you know, but they're all right. They're a bit powdery, but you know, they give off some prettiness and I think I can make them work. So we're just going to pull this. This green one's actually kind of fun. These others look a bit powdery, but yeah, we're just gonna have some fun with it. I'm gonna pull this from Colourpop. This is one of their Super Shock shadows that came in the Haunted Mansion. I think I've only swatched this one, I haven't actually used it. And no point having makeup that I'm not gonna use. So I'm gonna pull this. I also want to grab one of these WhatsUp Beauties, but I'm not sure. Maybe this one. This is one of the ones where I'm like, oh, I'm not so sure about it, but it is very pretty. And I don't know, maybe I'll have some fun on it. I think I also want to pull one of these Lethals, and I don't know which one because I like them all. Maybe the Air one, which was a surprise. This is the one that I liked the least at first. And then I was like, hang on a minute, I'm like that. Yeah, let's pull this. This is fun. I'm actually going to pull quite a few palettes because I went through all of my winter palettes that I want to use over the course of the winter. And so now I just want to pull what I want to pull. I'm going to pull this. This one I've barely touched. This is Essence Circle of Life. And I have gone into it for like my pan nose eyeshadows and things, but I haven't done like a full look with this, and it's kind of a shame. So I'm going to pull this. I also want to pull my Look for Rainbows from GlossGods. This is one of my favorites from them, and I don't think I even went into it last year. So I would like to have fun with this one. All right, I can't get to any of my palettes, but I'm going to pull this one as well, the Vintage Glam from GlossGods. They came back with this one. I don't know if it's still available. I don't know what's going on with GlossGods because I had a code with them and now they've just like removed that all because they've done a brand new like affiliate program. So I don't even think I have a code with them anymore. So we'll see. But it doesn't matter. I still love this palette and I think you can still get it unless it's sold out again. But this is beautiful for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to pull this. All right, I'm also going to pull this. This is a newer palette. I got this in December. And I've only done one look with it, so I feel like I need to use it again and showcase it a little bit more. So we're gonna pull this as well. I think also, I'm going a bit crazy, maybe I'm pulling too much, but I wanna go into my Muse from Cosmic Beauty. So we're gonna pull this one. And I may not bought the new palette, so no judgment, it's not here yet, but I may have that one. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to pull this for sure. I always felt like it was a little dark and you know, it's still winter, so I should probably go into these. And I like these forest greens, so we're gonna go into this. Hey guys, I'm looking rough today. It is Friday, I've been working this morning. I knew that I wanted to do my Shop My Stash, but I didn't have time to film it, so I've obviously just filmed it now. And now I'm ready to put some makeup on. But yeah, I'm not looking my brightest and my best. My son has been having really bad sleep patterns lately, and I think I kind of alluded it into maybe one of my videos where I'm not really sleeping very well or none of us are really sleeping very well. So we're hoping it's just a phase. You know, these things happen with toddlers, so we don't know if it's like because he's a toddler or it's to do with anything else. But yeah, it has been a little challenging to say the least. So I've obviously pulled a lot. I pulled a lot of palettes. I think I purposely pulled a lot because I went through all of my winter palettes, like I said, and I just want to use those palettes over the course of the next month. I'm really enjoying like going into all my palettes and doing different looks. Obviously still trying to work on my Pan That palette. I have two of them, and also my Project Level Ups and everything like that. But I don't know, it's been really fun the last month going into palettes that have not been in projects. So I'm going to try to stick to that, but we'll see. February is a shorter month, so I might struggle a bit. Anyway, so I did pull quite a few primers. We have the Revolution Hydra base, which I've tried and it's nice. We also have the Glamshop one, and no, yes, there are two of them, and the Technique. So I think, which one do I want to do? Let's do the Revolution first, and then I think I'm going to go with, I mean, I'm already kind of glowy. I'm already glowy. I did not pull like a blurring one, which I probably should. It's like, it looks like trying to dupe the you know, the Bobbi Brown, which is fine. It very much smells like a healthy skincare item, I will say. It's like kind of earthy. I don't know if that's like the right term for it, but it is definitely kind of earthy. It's a little, I wouldn't say greasy, but it definitely feels more like a skincare item than a actual primer. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It might be something that I put with my skincare, but it does say hydrating primer. So how is everyone? Are you all doing okay? Yeah. I'm already a month into the year, and boy, has it been a crazy year. So I don't think I'm going to put another primer on because this is It's quite a thick primer, I'm gonna say. Not in like a bad way, but I don't think I need to put more on. What I will do is be mixing my Glamshop foundation with this NYX Blur, just see how they go, because I've only used these on their own, so I don't know how they're gonna go together. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. You can see this was pretty thick, and also it's pretty dark. It's a pretty dark one. So Glamshop is pretty light. I mean, it's thick, but it's dropping, so it's thick-ish. Yeah, Glamshop is definitely light. It comes in this little pipette. I'm putting way too much on. It's all gonna fall, but yeah, you can see it's all gonna fall. Yeah, I put way too much on. So I always do that. When I'm actually doing my makeup, I feel like I don't do as much. But when I do these videos, I'm like, let's just pour it all on. But actually, the color isn't too bad when they are blended. And who knows what my real color is these days? Who knows? I'm back to my sponge. I was using a brush for most of the month. But I think I like alternating. And I also need to clean my brush, so that's probably why I'm doing the sponge. It's gotten a little dirty. It has foundation all through it, and I need to wash it, so it's probably better for me to use the sponge because this one's a little cleaner. But yeah, I think February hopefully be a better month for everyone. Seems like everyone's getting over their sickness. Everybody was sick in January. I thought I was the only one when I came back and I was like, I had the flu for 5 days. And I felt like my life was falling apart. But then I realized everybody else got sick. And not just like in the same country, but multiple countries, everyone got the flu. So what is all that about? I want to know what's going on. Why are we always so sick all the time? No, I'm not a conspiracy person. My partner is, though, not like to the extreme, because I don't think I could handle that. But he like, I don't know, watches videos and he's like, but what if this is happening? And I'm like, that's not happening. But you know what? You never know. You never know who and what is controlling the world. Part of me just wants to stay oblivious, and then I think I'll, you know, when you're oblivious to most things, you kind of stay happy. Those who are the smartest in the world generally are the most miserable because there's so much depression in the world. What am I saying? But then at the same time, you don't want to be ignorant of what's going on, obviously. But sometimes you just like, you kind of have to take a step back. You can't take so much. Like when you look at the, I'm talking nonsense, but when you look at the news these days, it's like constant like bad negative stuff. There is a time and place for that, and I feel like, you know, where's the good stuff? I want the good stuff. Okay, so I need to take the stopper out of this. Let me just grab my scissors. Okay, did you guys just see I threw my scissors and I'm like all over the place. I have had 2 coffees, so that's probably why, but I had usually Fridays is pretty easy for me, but I've had quite a lot to do this morning and some calls, so I've had to have my brain on, which is unfortunate, because by the end of the week I'm like totally shutting off. But I'm officially like telling people at work kind of know what's going on now. I don't really have like an end date, but it's moving in that direction. So I'm super excited. I'm handing over a lot of my work. I'm training up this girl who's so sweet, and she's going to take over a lot of my accounts. So we're like in the process of like telling everybody and, you know, like hand over stuff. So that's always exciting. Okay, so I'm going to take the stopper out of this Wet n Wild because like I said, it's very, very like dry. I feel like I don't have too much left in here. So if I can finish a concealer without even really necessarily trying to, then I'm going to. Well, it was quite a lot actually once I take the stopper out. But before, I would go in and none of the product would come out. So definitely, I don't take the stoppers out of everything, but I feel like with concealers it helps. So this Wet n Wild is not the best for me as a concealer. I'm starting to think I should just not wear concealer because everything creases under my eyes. The thicker the concealer, the worse it is, because I have very thin skin under my eyes and I have natural creasing, and I have since I was in my 20s and even more so now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to be one of these people that doesn't wear concealer. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, definitely need to stay away from high coverage concealer. I think that's something that I'm going to start doing, and I need more like serum-y, water-based, really light coverage concealer, because I think that's the only thing that's really going to help me. Also, maybe I shouldn't powder my under eyes, because I think once I do that, it starts looking really bad. So I don't know. You give me your tips. Some of you gave me your tips last time, and it was really good. So any tips you have to help with under eye creasing for 30-plus-year-olds, that would be wonderful. And it might just be something that I have to live with. I lived with my whole life anyway, so what does it matter? It's not going to change now, right? All right, I am going to go into the Nabla because I do like this. I'm going to see, test my theory. I want to see like if I still like it. If I still like it under my eyes. We will see. So I'm going to do that and kind of just set this a little. Yeah, see, already I don't like it. I feel like I put like nothing on my nose. So there's a few liquidy stuff. I do have a liquid blush, and I also have this liquid highlighter, but then I have a powder bronzer. So I'm gonna go into the blush. Let's do the blush first. I'll show you the bronzer. Let me do the bronzer first, which is gonna be this GlossGods one. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think my code works anymore. So I got an email a couple days ago saying, oh, we've redone our program and you can reapply. So I don't, you know, whatever, it's fine. It was too good to be true. But yeah, we'll see if I can get a code back so you can get some money off if you do shop there. But yeah, that's a shame. This is a nice bronzer. It's just, I think it's because it's baked. It's just one of those that you have to like keep going back into, which I honestly, I don't mind having to build it up, if I'm being completely honest, because sometimes if a bronzer is too pigmented, it just is hard to work with. This one is not that hard to work with. And it gave me a little bit of a bronze, right? Not too much, but a little bit, so it's okay. All right, so we're gonna go into this blush. I do like, actually, I have two of these. This one's more pink though, the other one was more peachy. And I don't usually like liquid blush, but I did like these. I think I probably put a little bit too much on, but I have to fix it with my sponge. But let's see how much we can blend it out. Yeah, probably did a little bit too much, but yeah, see, it's kind of like pinky. I don't know what I'm going for. I haven't really known how to do my makeup since my hair changed. It definitely has thrown me off. And some days I feel like, oh yeah, that looks good. And other days I'm like, that clashes with my hair. That just does not look good. But you know, my hair is up at the moment, so hopefully it won't be as noticeable. I'm just gonna leave it up because it needs to be washed, so nobody needs to see that. So let's go in with this, and we're gonna try to see how this looks. This is this Essence liquid highlighter. It's weird because it is like, I don't know if this is really gonna work. This might ruin the whole thing. It's glowy, but sticky. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't expensive when I got it a few months ago. I think this might be on a declutter at some point because it's just not an item that I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot more serum-y, like the Hollywood Flawless, where you can just kind of like wear it as a primer. And when I tried to wear it as a primer, it just felt really, really thick. I mean, it's giving me a little bit of a glow. Oh, I'll play around with it over the next month because I pulled it. So we'll see. It's on the chopping block, but it might survive. All right, I think I'm gonna use these two. So this is the Desert Monsoom from WhatsUp Beauty. And I think I'm going to do a neutral look, but have some green. And I don't know if I'll go into the greens with here or with this one from Glamshop, because obviously you have some really beautiful greens, or I might just end up going into one of these two like brighter tones. So the plan is to go into these two. If I end up with something else, I end up with something else, but that is the plan. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this one, this really neutral shade over here called Dust Storm. And we are just going to put this all over the crease and see how I do. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I guess the plan is I'm working like a normal normal hours for the rest of the month. And then I'm actually gonna be off for a whole week and a half because my parents have surprised us and they are gonna come visit. They're not bringing their dog because they're only coming for a week and a half, but they're gonna come visit, see us, you know, because they know that we've been through a hard time the last month. So, you know, they wanted to come see us. Normally they would wait until the weather is really nice, but I'm hoping by March it's nice, that to the point where we can at least sit outside. Some of these days have been really nice, and some of them, like today, it's just raining. It's gotten really bright all of a sudden, but yeah, it's still rainy and gloomy. So I'm hoping it's a little bit nicer when they're here. All right, I'm gonna go into a slightly darker shade called Joshua Tree, and I'm gonna go more into the outer corner here. I'm going for like a grungy look with a little bit of green. Just try to have a little bit of fun with these palettes and see what I want to do. You know what? The sun is trying to get out. Don't I always say this? Whenever I'm filming, it just tries to get out. Even on a rainy day like this. It's literally been raining all day long. It's been really, really dark. Look at it now. It is literally trying to get out. I can see it peeking through the clouds. I think it's like, it does it on purpose. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not trying to complain, but still, I mean, come on. Okay, so I'm just gonna swatch this because I can't remember what this one looks like. It's one of these like really flaky shades, but it's really pretty. That's really pretty. That is really, really pretty. Really pretty. That's like molten. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'm just gonna go into this middle one. Check what that one looks like. This one's more green. So I think I'm gonna wanna go into the other one because that first one's a little blinding. I don't really think I wanna do a blinding look today. So we're gonna go into that one. But before we do that, I'm gonna go into Cactus, which is the green in here. And yep, that sun is popping out. Wow. All right, I've had to draw the curtains because it was getting in my face. So I'm gonna go into Cactus now first before we go into that other one. And I'm gonna put this kind of around the front of my lid. Because my plan is to put that brighter one right in the middle of the lids, but I want this green to be poking out a little bit more. Normally I would use my finger for shimmers, but I thought maybe I would try to be a little bit more precise. But let's use my finger. I think I'm going to try the finger now and see. This is definitely more of a satin one. It's not super sparkly, but it's kind of what I'm going for right now. I don't need a sparkly one because the sparkly is going to come from the Glamshop palette. So this is nice. Just gonna lay it down, pop it over my crease a little, kind of like that, kind of like that. Okay, now this palette, which I don't know if you can still get. I'm gonna go into that middle shade and we're just gonna pop this, yeah, here, because there are some flecks of pink, and that kind of, I think that works well with the brown, like leaning into from the green to the brown, right? I think that's pretty, so I think it's pretty, so I'm going with it. Maybe I'll use this more as a companion palette, because I did do one look with it and it was fine, but it wasn't my favorite. But this is pretty. I like this, just going in for the one shade for now. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else from this one for this particular look, but maybe I can go back into this and use, yeah, I could use this one for my inner corner, or maybe we could pop this sun shade down underneath. I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. Before we do that though, let me drag those two mattes underneath just to have a little bit of something. Okay, and then we'll go into sun. And we'll put this here. This is quite a sheer shade, but I think it'll work well once we put that inner corner in, because that's gonna pop a little bit more. And then you're like, oh, you got something underneath too. You know what I mean? I don't know. Something like that. And then I think I'm going to go into this black. It's kind of like a brown black. It's called Thunder. It's like an off black. I think it's just a really dark brown, but it's very cool tone. And I'm just going to do a little bit of darkness down here. I think I'm going to go into my Nabla because I'm looking a little shiny. I'm just going to pop this over my face before we add more stuff. All right, we're going to go into this. This is the Galaxy Dream from Revlon. And I think I'm going to go into that green that we swatched because that was fun. So we're going to do it. And because I have a little bit of green, I'm going to go a little bit here. Oh, or a lot. That's a lot. I'm going to do a little bit on my brow. We're going for it. Yeah, that's quite a lot. You know what, if I don't use this makeup, who's going to use it? So I think, okay, so I do have 2 mascaras open. I did end up opening this. It's not a new product. I mean, it's new to me, but I got this months ago. I'm just the first time I'm opening it. It's the Essence Get Big Lash Volume Boost. And I don't think I like it, but I also don't like this one, which is the Glamshop. I do not want to open another mascara, and my WhatsUp Beauty one, I feel like, is done. So I think this one I'm probably going to declutter, which is my Glamshop. I really don't like it, and I've had it for like a month now, and I have felt the same way about it. This one I've only used like 3 times. So we're gonna go into this, but just so you know, I don't like it, and I do kind of make a mess with it. So we might ruin this completely. So let's go in and then we can do final touches and find a lip. Yeah, see, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a huge wand for one thing, and I don't feel like it really does much for my lashes other than make them look really, really messy, which is not the vibe I've been going for. So that's fun. So those are the eyes. I think they look pretty. I think they're pretty, maybe a little bit messy, but I was kind of going for more like a grungy vibe. So I like it. I like it. I don't think I have enough blush. So we're going to go into the Beauty Bay one. And I think I'm going to go into this one down here, which is called Rosebud. And this looks very pretty. So I'm going to go into this one. It's more like a mauvey. I think this is pigmented, so I'm going to be careful with this. Yeah, this is super pigmented. Okay. Okay. Very pigmented. Let's block this out a little bit. I know I've been wearing this quite a bit and like featuring it in videos, but I think this is the only thing that I can use for this look, but because I think it would be perfect. So this is the color of Ultra Matte Lip. I used this already last month, and I want to use it again because I think this is going to go with this look. I think it's cool tone enough, it's dark enough, and I want to, so we're doing it. All right, I think that's the final look. I mean, I like this look, but let me move you like, I don't know, is this better lighting? I like this. This is pretty. I like this. It's something I can wear all day long, hopefully. And I don't know, we had some fun with some different colors. So yeah, I'm excited to test out more of these products over the next month for sure. But yeah, I'm happy to get on with the year. I have so many plans for this year, and I feel like I've been put on pause. And it's finally moving in the direction that I want it to move to. So I'm very, very hopeful and yeah, optimistic. I think I've been feeling, you know, January was really, really tough, and I've been was really, really down, and I have felt myself be picked up, and I don't know how long that's going to last. Fingers crossed it just stays that way and I don't suddenly crash down and crumble, but I have been feeling a lot better. And you know, there's just so much that I want to do this year, and I'm just excited for what's to come, and also just spend more time with my son. I have just been like really wanting that, and I feel like he needs it now more than ever. And you know, that's still like a little bit frustrating because I'm still like full-time working, but it's moving in the right direction, and I have like an end in sight now. So we'll see. I hope everyone is well and healthy and stays that way. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.